Hello, how are you guys doing? We're doing mouse time. It's time for March of the Mice, Chapter 11. Can't believe we've actually done that many chapters so far. I want to just thank everyone who's been enjoying this, who's been watching this. Do we have anyone new tonight? I usually want to wait a second to say that. I missed chapters 3 through 10, so let's go. No context, gang. All right, well, how about I give you guys a bit of context? Does that sound good? I'm gonna play the same thing I always play. Then I'll give you the last time on March on the Mice, and then I'll get you from there. How's that sound? I'm gonna pause this and switch it over to past me, and we'll go from there. Also, is my voice sounding okay? Because my mic has been doing that clipping thing, the little even though I've got like a new thing, so it might be the microphone itself and not the mixer. So that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, let's get into it. Here's the summary. You sound older. Every second I live a little longer, I will sound older. I don't have all the same filters on this screen region as the other one. You sound crisper. Okay. Wasn't last time chapter 11. Let me double check that. Because I can fix that real quick. If that's... last time was chapter 11. Yep. All right, hold up. Give me one sec. Did I get the thing right, at least? Let me go ahead and double check what chapter. Okay. Take 5 seconds to fix this. Change this number to a 2. And then go ahead and export. Save. Replace. All right. Export. All right. Chapter 12. Let's try that again. Welcome to March of the Mice, Chapter 12, which I definitely had correct the first time. Anyway, let's get into it. Here's the normal intro thing. I'm going to shut up. Welcome to a primer on the March of the Mice, a Twitch plays D&D interactive choose-your-own-adventure style game hosted by me on twitch.tv/RevScarecrow. This is a primer to just let you know how to participate and what's going on. Every now and then, I'll ask what you guys want to do. You can either vote in the straw poll that I'll post in chat, or you can add options to it by clicking on the Add March of the Mice option down in the chat. The March of the Mice takes place in a post-human society where animals of various kinds have taken over as the major dominant species. Our story starts with Bree, the protagonist, having a nice birthday, hanging out with their father, and just hanging out with friends and having a good day in the nameless village that they grew up in the Falling Moon Kingdom. Unfortunately, though, they are drafted into the Council's army. The Council is made up of 4 different countries that are all working together as a sort of United Nations sort of front. The Council is currently trying to fight off a wave of random attacks from the Death Head pirates, as well as the Black Paw terrorist organization. And it is for this reason that Bree was enlisted into the army. After Bree goes through boot camp, they get assigned to a deer tank along with their childhood friend Abe and a neurotic little mouse named Greg. Leading this tank is Good Luck Charlie. This deer tank is on its way to the front lines, but on its way there to fight the Black Paw terrorists, they are going to have to make several different decisions and fight various different battles and act as not only military but also police in a variety of different situations. And now you know the basics of the March of the Mice. I hope you enjoy. New streams on the last Thursday of every month. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. All right, and that's the general plot for anyone who's missed it. Let's go ahead and get into what more specifically happened last time. Last time, if you guys remember, you came to the place where the king lied. Lieutenant Shadow is super into the idea that the king lied. You guys came to the trenches where the head guy for the Black Paw terrorist organization is camping out and having it, entrenched in. You guys were able to make a plan of attack on what you were going to do. and decided to try and eat the pieces, which ended up being non-successful multiple times over. Let's see. We got the map right here. So the general plan that you guys worked up is that there was going to be a tank push after a little bit of time had passed in order to make sure that everyone, just kind of you guys starved them out. They weren't getting new supplies because you had their fortress on lockdown. There was no way they were getting more supplies. You checked for holes in the general area, and it doesn't seem like there are any. And so you've got them in lockdown. So, and then you just played a whole bunch of Perfect Break. And that was basically last session in a nutshell. I think that should bring you up to where you are. Perfect Break is a dice game, by the way, which is played amongst soldiers in this universe. And chat got pretty, I was going to say good at it, but that's not true. Anyway, so let me go ahead and start us off with Chapter 12 of March of the Mice. Good always wins. You spent the last few weeks just sort of like holding the line, making sure that they don't get out. They've taken some pot shots at people, but generally speaking, it's been, mostly just about like a week and a half. You've just held them in there, and they're probably, it's quiet on the front. Not much gunfire, which means that you guys have been playing a lot of Perfect Break with your newfound friends. Of which you're basically just sitting there again, and you're offered to play once again. Do you want to play Perfect Break? So for anyone who missed Perfect Break last time, the rules are pretty straightforward. Everyone rolls one dice, and no, move on with the story. All right, let's do a vote then. Do you want to play a game? Yes. No. This is a binary choice, so I'm not going to allow multiple choices here. It's pretty straightforward on this one. Either you do or do not want to do this thing. I was going to set it up so you guys could play, but if you guys don't want to, we can just ignore it. I saw a couple people say no, so... But I want to vote multiple. I don't think voting yes and no in this poll will achieve much. All right, we'll go ahead and vote no then, Goyas. I want to do mouse war crimes. There's the poll again, if you guys want to vote. Yeah, voting both will change the results none at all. It will achieve absolutely nothing. But it will pad the numbers, I guess? It'll make it look like someone did something. If only this wasn't going by a strict majority. I think in most, I go for like more vibes than not, but going ahead and setting up a poll just in case if it wins, and right now it looks like it is. So, is there a way to like copy polls? Thank you. All right. So for anyone who missed it last time, the way this game works is you either choose even or odd. That's what you're going to roll. You're either going to roll an even number or an odd number. And then you choose either single or group. You're playing a 3-player game right now. So single means that no one else rolled the same thing as you. So for instance, if you go even single, that means that no one else rolled even. You're by yourself. If you vote even group, then that means that someone else rolled an even. It doesn't have to be the same number. So that could be someone rolls a 2, you roll a 4, you chose even group, you end up winning. There's also perfect break, which is to say that everyone rolls exactly the same dice. So everyone rolls 4, for example. Here is the poll for the first roll. What are you guys going to call? I roll for you guys, yes. Rolls are predetermined, but I did do them randomly. If that makes you feel any better. How many players? 3. You're one of 3. Sure, there's some math on how this works. I have not figured it out because I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I think I'm going to help you guys cheat a bit. I'm not going to tell you which one I voted, but I'm going to vote for the correct answer. So one of those answers is correct. One of them is wrong. All right. You guys have been playing a bit, and you declare at the top of your lungs, perfect break! Everyone just kind of looks at you because you've been doing this for, like, a bit now. You guys have been playing for, a few rolls now, and you aren't on the hottest streak with your recent calls, so that didn't really work out for you all that often. Greg says, even group. The other guy says, yeah, even group. So the other soldiers think you're kind of dim. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're also the hero of St. Greg's Place. So, like, everyone has a tremendous amount of respect for you. Like, you're brave, tactically smart, apparently, and able to fight reliably is what's known about you based on everything that happened at St. Greg's Place when you fought off basically all of the pirates that were assaulting the town and safely made sure that all of the civilians got out of there. That being said, you're absolute dog shit at gambling. You're horrible at it. The dice roll, and again, it's not a perfect break. In fact, no one wins this one. Everyone kind of just like, meh. Grumbles to themselves. There's the next attempt. Greg goes, odd group. The guy says, even group. I'm just locking in on even group today, man. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Get the next one set up, and the amount of time that it takes for me to get the next one set up, that should give you enough time to vote. Which, speaking of, odd group was on there twice. Whoops. There's no odd single. Shit. Why don't I remake it? Because, I don't want to do that to y'all. So far, you haven't even considered... It's like not... Well, I mean, maybe you didn't consider it because it wasn't an option. It looks like Perfect Break is winning. I'm gonna go ahead and make another poll. Just gonna remake it. All right, let's try that again. Sorry, that's my bad. I'm doing like an autocomplete on it, so there are issues with doing that. Even group, even single, odd group, odd single, perfect break. Got him. No multiple choices. I'm a little bit off my game right now. I apologize. I'll get it on the next one. Vote. Vote. It's perfectly tied up. Where's the option to cheat? If you could tell me how to cheat at this game, I would love to know. Like roll bad? Like roll it weird? Use weighted dice? Where did you get rigged dice? Today is the day that you guys are supposed to go over the top and actually push out. According to your plan, you wanted to go in with the tanks first after attempting a war of attrition and kind of, you know, starving them out for a bit. Considering they're not getting any more supplies, this seemed like a fairly decent plan. You can just distract the other players and change the dice. It looks like Perfect Break is winning. So again, Greg chooses odd group. The other guy chooses even group. The dice go down. The other guy wins. Almost a perfect break. You guys got an odd single would have been their correct answer, which is why I was like, hold up, let me fix this real quick. Because I was looking for the right answer to vote, and I was like, now hold up, I didn't give you guys the option to win, so it's a little messed up. Let me try that again. All right, round 3. Vote. Vote. Do we really even deserve to win at this point? You know, I'm going to check that, and it's going to probably say even break, isn't it? And in which case, probably not. I'm going to be honest. Roll. Oh, man, it is tied up again. Are we just voting for perfect break, even though it's statistically unlikely? Perfect break beats out any other combo. So if everyone rolled sixes and everyone but you said even group, but you said perfect break, you would win. It's the most statistically unlikely thing to happen. I don't know what the odds are off the top of my head. I want to say it's less than 16% with 3 people. Something like that. 1 in 36. That sounds right. Basically, it's a loser's choice, which is why everyone's kind of like, man, Bree, you're really bad at gambling. Whoa. Oh, it's tied up. Like I said, I rolled the dice manually, wrote down the results, and then picked what I was going to go with based on that. Greg goes with even group. The other guy goes with even group. It seems to be the tactic of the day. Everyone's thinking that it's going to be even group. Give it like 2 more seconds. Group is 3 times as likely as single. I think that's the case, yes. And then even and odd are both, you know, equally likely. It looks like even group wins. Everyone went for even group, and yet you and the other guy are the only winners on this one. So 1 to you and 2 to the other guy. Last one. Vote. I told you it's going to be even group, man, says the other guy. Greg is convinced on this fact as well and goes with even group. No, wait. Perfect break. It's going to be perfect break this time, right, Bree? Chad is convinced that it's going to be perfect break. The vote isn't even fucking close this time. The dice go down, and no one wins. A sharp-dressed officer comes over and says, We need to start getting ready. You guys should stop screwing around. All right. No, like I said, the plan is that the deer tanks, of which you help control one, will push in before the infantry in order to make sure that it's safe. They don't seem to have any anti-tank firepower. They barely seem to have any firepower whatsoever. They're just shooting like long rifles at you guys repetitively. Just anytime they get a decent enough chance, someone goes in or out of the trench or something, they'll take a pot shot. But they really aren't attempting full-out warfare at this point. They're just sort of holding their line and you're holding yours. Just bringing up the map from last time so you guys have a decent idea of it. Is there anything else y'all want to do before we get into it? Dance? All right, let's pull up a poll. Let me make a poll real quick, and then you guys can decide to do things. So, opening up redemptions, and I'm going to start putting in things. Allow multiple choices. We're gonna ignore Morbius based things for today. It's a funny meme now, but a year from now, like, no one cares. So I'm going to go ahead and reject that so that way you get your points back. Can we go find the king and blast him? You want to, like, frag a fellow officer? Like, that seems like especially considering he's a king, seems like a power play. Hug friends, do a little dance for luck, deep fry them. You want to explain that? Give motivational speech. If that one wins, you guys are going to have to, like, give me a vibe on what that means. Try to find King Ava and see what he's been doing for the past few weeks. Try to eat the king's crown when he's not looking. There's the poll. I'm gonna reject the two that came in right at the last because I didn't have the thing up yet, but or close it off yet. So you should get the points back on those rejections. Apologize for that. Deep fry the enemies in oil. Okay, you don't have any, so I was wondering if deep fry meant a thing that I wasn't aware of. How much did you miss? You guys played Perfect Break again. Part of the reason that I front-loaded Perfect Break was to make sure that people who came in late like you wouldn't miss, like, major plot points. And chat had fun with it last time, so I figured that would be a safe way of, you know, entertaining chat while also keeping, you know, that going. So anyway, there's a vote going on right now. I asked, what do you want to do? Is there anything you want to do before the tank push happens? You actually came in at a really good time. That's why I was a little scared when people were like, oh, let's skip Perfect Break. And I'm like, ah! I skipped one of the rolls just because chat wasn't super into it. Is artillery available? You are the artillery as tanks pushing forward. So not really. Long-range artillery isn't really a thing. I mean, tanks have a decent range, and pushing in with the tanks with, like, you know, their cannons should be sufficient enough suppression fire in order to keep them down. The roll he skipped was a perfect break. Spoilers, it was 363. And they would have voted even group. So no one would have won unless if you guys had picked odd group. You decide you're going to spend a little bit of time just hugging everyone back aboard the tank and making sure that everyone knows that they're loved. You know, you handshake and hug Abe and Greg and good luck Charlie, and it's weird for pretty much everyone except for you, especially good luck Charlie. He's kind of used to it now, but you're very huggy for someone in the military. But everyone respects that and rolls with it. You do a little dance because hugging friends is nice. You decide to go back to your tank where you see King Ava's tank awaiting as well. He's giving orders on exactly what needs to be done, making sure that the tank is fully prepared and ready to go. There was someone asking, you know, where is he and what is he doing? He's been, you know, basically just scurrying around like everyone else, just sort of keeping to himself, though, waiting for the time to come forward for, you know, the charge to actually happen. You and the rest of your crew go ahead and mount up into the tank proper. King Ava flags you down from his tank as you look over from yours. All right, hero boy. We're going to go in. We're going to make sure that they've got all the cover fire they need. Don't you dare back out. He pops back into his hatch, and you sort of pop back into yours. Starts yelling, all right, on my mark. Him and the other tanks start to push forward as some light fire starts to happen as you guys push towards the start to push towards the front lines. The clap sound effects are not working good today. King Ava's tank starts to open fire. You load your own tank, opening your mouth to make sure that the shockwave doesn't blow out your eardrums, and then announce that you're about to fire, loading your own shell. Charge is going successful so far. There's been very little return fire. You make it successfully inside of the fortress itself, the infantry having followed up behind. There are no civilians as far as you're are aware. You park the tank inside the walls of the fortress, only to find that there's just a handful of buildings in there. The hell is going on down there? Where are they? Yelling at one of the soldiers on ground floor. One of the soldiers on ground floor, looking up at y'all, says, "No one's here, man, sir." We're checking the buildings now. Well, who the hell has been shooting at us then? We've been scoping out some of the buildings, and it looks like that there's some underground facility down there. Seems like that this is just like a above ground section of the fortress itself, sort of like a anthill. All right, Bree, so-called hero of St. Greg's Place. You get down there. I'm gonna go and open up redemptions. Let you guys decide what you want to do here. Stress dance, cry. Become soup. Do you want to explain what that means? Stress dance, cry. You lied to us. It's a trap. We need to abort the mission. You're coming right, King. Heroes go together. This sounds risky, sir. Shouldn't we all be going in as a squad? Keep firing. Just open fire on the fortress. Just fuck this place. I love that. That's a good plan. Crab. I would be honored to fight alongside you. Seems to be a vibe. Investigate with a small group as backup. Absolutely the fuck not. Nah, man. I'm okay. You do you. All right. Let me go and post that in chat so you guys can decide. Wait, what did you write? Let's be heroes together. Oh, okay. I thought it said heroes go together. He's technically part of, like, he's the king of another nation, but he is, like, so he's not your king, but he is a king that's in the same NATO-like alliance that you're in. So, like, he kind of does, like, have that level of, like, ability to order you around, but also, like, he's not your king, so you can also sort of disagree with him. Whoa. The king lied. He said the Black Paws leader was here. He did say that, and he said there was no underground tunnels. There are no underground tunnels leading out in the surrounding area. Where exactly these tunnels go is not clear, but as far as the evidence that you guys have, there's no exits outside of the fortress itself. It just goes down. It doesn't extend out to allow them to get, you know, outside of the combat zone, for example, is what he's implying. And the information he got, technically he got through a war crime by asking a merchant crow to sell that information to him, which is not cool. They're supposed to be a neutral party and not part of this. He's part of the he's the king of the sanguinary line. Have we seen his paws before? You're looking at him right now. Like you can see them. They're white like the rest of him. Can someone explain what's going on? You guys did an assault on a fortress. Black Paul, it's sort of like sanguinary line or falling moon. It's not something like literal, you know? You shout back to him, this is an obvious ambush, sir. We needed soldiers to scout. Well, thank you for volunteering there. It'd be an honor to fight alongside you. Of course you would be. I'll go in first if you're that much of a coward, but you're falling behind me. I'll make sure my men see to it. The other men from his tank take positions to make sure that you know that a bullet's a bullet and there's no way to know exactly what's friendly fire and what's not. Should I open up redemptions again? Go and open up redemptions again. You have a choice. You can either get shot or not. I guess it's not really a short choice. Why can't we camp here and just starve them out? You've already done that once. That's you starved them out for like a week and a half, and now you're pushing in. I guess there's not much of a choice here. Alright, I'm going to go and pause redemptions and just reject all these so you guys can get your points back. Someone said that if the king dies, you get to take his hat and coat. So, that way you guys get your points back. Can we gas the tunnels? Those sort of war crimes haven't been invented yet. So, that's either very good or very bad, depending on how you feel about things. Let me see if I can turn down the Can I just turn down the volume on this? Sorry, give me a sec. Sound settings? I just want to lower okay, fine. Just lower this a bit. There we go. You make your way into the tunnels. King Ava has already absolutely just fucked off and gone down some direction or another. You guys might want to get out a pencil and paper for this. Ahead of you, there are 3 possible directions aside from the direction you're coming from. You can either go left, forward, or right. I will assume that you guys are on your absolute guard for this, so that way you don't get murderized. barring that, important lore question, sure. Are mice left or right-handed? You know, that's actually not... wait. They're right-handed. I actually did address this. That's a really smart point. Split Gear, do you want to explain your thinking there on why you care about that? Can we make scrapings or carvings onto the wood beams to mark our passage through the tunnels? Here's a vote for you guys. Split Gear called out something that I probably thought of. Looks like left is the winning option. You guys head down the left passage. This continues down another hallway. I'm going to just do a vibe check rather than have it vote. Right now, is the king behind us or in front of us? The king just, like, marched in ahead of you because he knew his men would shoot you if you decided not to do it. I presume you're not letting us make the markings on the wood beams then. I'll be honest with you, I didn't account for that, so there won't be physical markings on the walls to allow me to know whether or not you've done them or not. I didn't draw that. So you're more than welcome to say that you've done this. I just... won't be able to animate that. So there's that. Would you guys like... So, vibe check, continue forward or go back to the crossroad? Do we have grenades? You've gone in with your sword. You continue forward. It forks off to the right. Line in chat just to let you guys know that I've said that, and then you guys can decide whether or not you want to continue forward or turn again. You're on, like, absolute, like, full, like, alert. You continue forward. It makes a short left, and then leads into, it seems like it opens up ahead around the corner. Perception check. You don't hear anything aside from people, like, bustling around up ahead. Sneak forward. If Bree is right-handed and wielding a sword, are we holding in our left? I guess Bree is left-handed. I never thought about that. Yeah. Most mice are right-handed. Bree happens to be left-handed because that's just how I animated them. Which does give you a tactical advantage in close quarters combat. That's convenient. Wait, there we go. Now it's out. The room opens up into, or the hallway opens up to a large room. Continue forward or turn around? Is anyone with us? No, they've all like spread out into different portions of the catacombs, trying to figure out where anything is. The fact that like a decent number of people have like started running around in here, like a small squad has started to scope this place out, and you haven't run into anyone, is a little concerning. Can we get some cave ambience? It's not really a cave. It's actually it's essentially like a mine shaft that they've made. Continue forward or turn around? Why is the next room looking a little bit too wide? Well, because it's a room. Do you guys want an actual vote, or do you want to just toss something into the room? You throw a rock. There's no, like, report or, like, reaction. Chat seems indecisive. Let's do a vote. Nothing happened when you threw a rock. The options are forward or back, I think. Unless if you guys have a tactical way of doing stuff. No gunfire. Again, this feels like a binary choice, so I'm not going to allow multiple options here. Vote. Dig straight down and never come back. The Minecraft method. Do we establish how accurate these guns are? Like, not super accurate. We're talking like early M1 Grand is sort of the aesthetic that I've got them for. You're not gonna get someone from a mile away, but for decent range, like it's a carbine. Yeah, it's a single. Not bolt action, but like, yeah. If someone was hiding right on next to the doorway, they're not going to make miss a shot here. Like, this is very close quarters combat. Semi-automatic rifle. They've gotten past bolt action. You push forward into the room because that's what people voted for, and find it's completely empty aside from, you know, the structural walls to keep it up. It seems like this is a dead end. Whatever this room was used for, it's not being used for anymore. Search the room. It's pretty much empty. As far as you can tell, this room just had some, like, you know, maybe like boards or something lying around. Investigate, look for details. There's no tinted rock. Could have been used for storage at some point or another. Is this room lit? It's yeah, you've got a torch with you. I didn't actually think of that. Turning around brings you back to the corridor that you went through. With no other options aside from staying in this room or going back to the fork. Would you like to go back to the fork at this point? Yes. Okay. You're back at the fork. On your right is your entrance into the place, guarded by some random guys from the Sanguinary Guard, or Sanguinary Line. And then to your left is unexplored territory, as well as in front of you. Behind you is that empty room that you just went to. There's still forces at the entrance. Yeah, they're holding. Are we the only raiding party? No. Other people are searching around as well, but did anyone else go the other way? You didn't see which way King Ava went. Has anyone reported back yet? The people at the front say no. I haven't seen or heard anything. I'm gonna go ahead and make another poll. Your options are left or forward, I guess, at this point. Ask the guards if they've seen King Ava. I haven't seen him since he's gone in. No. You tell them about the empty chamber to the left. You could get summary execution if you go right, or you can stay in here. So I'm skipping the summary execution because I try not to give you options that directly kill you. A little bit of railroading to prevent you from getting yourself killed. Left is now the previous forward, correct. Forward is what the previous right was, yes. I've got a piece of paper where I've got the map and I'm just rotating it around, which is how I'm doing it. You decide to continue forward through. Looks like this is an entrance to some sort of storage room or something. Continue or turn around? Do you hear anything at all? No, surprisingly, for as many shots that were coming out over the last week or so, no one appears to be in here. Toss the rock into the room. You throw a rock into the room. No one reacts as you throw a rock in. Do you guys want another vote? Throw sword at box. Here's another poll for you. Toss another rock and this time yell grenade. It's a decent option. What if this place is entirely empty? It would be against what the what King Ava said. You threatened to throw a grenade in and throw a rock instead. There's no movement inside the room. Chat votes to enter the storage room. There's a lot of supplies in here. It looks like most of it has barely been touched. There's a few bags of grain, which could be used for food, and then a few boxes which are not open, so you can't, tell what's in them. But have we cleared the rooms as we went? You are clearing rooms or hallways as you guys say. Yes. Is the grain stale? No. No staler than like a week. 2. Start stabbing shit. Do you guys want to investigate this room further or turn around? Do we see any other ways to go? No. This room has no other known exits. Sniff box. Could be gunpowder. Could be ammunition. Put the sacks on the crates. Seems like it would be a little bit of a waste of time. Do we need any of these things? No, you guys are well stocked. You've been like getting constant supplies, but they've been just living off of what supplies that they've gotten here. Solve sliding box puzzle. Go ahead and create a poll. Are there corpses inside? No. What the hell happened to the king? There's one other direction he could have gone. Figure the tech is somewhere between like it's a little bit random. It didn't follow the same like trajectory as human technology went. They figured out buttons, for example, earlier. But some weapons of war are, not so much a thing. How many men entered the tunnel before us? Directly before you was King Ava. Aside from that, other people may have entered, but you didn't see them. Like World War One, Napoleonic to World War Two, like pretty general. Like depending on what exactly you're talking about, they skipped out on like working on tank tracks, for example, because they have deer to ride. So it's not super important. Chat votes to turn around. So again, you're at the crossroads. Let's see. Which way are we looking now? So to your left would be the entrance. In front of you is that empty room, and to the right is the only option you haven't done. Report to the guards first. You let them know that there's nothing there. You continue down the right corridor. It forks off in two directions, left and right. So now, with this having turned right, your back is directly towards where there were supplies. There was no one in there, but there were supplies. Fair enough. You told them the correct thing. No one was in there. Look for fresh mouse prints. The entire floor is like just absolutely trodden to like a smooth finish because of how many footsteps have gone through here recently. To your back is where the entrance is for anyone who's keeping track at this point. Does the enemy have other exits? According to the intel that King Ava gave you, no. What direction are the footprints in? Like every direction. Like they've been living down here. Go right or left here? I guess I should make a poll. Looks like Chad is convinced to go right at this point. You head right. There's a room ahead of you. Look behind you. There's nothing that way. Throw a rock, yell grenade. You throw a rock and yell grenade. There's no reaction from the room. Look above the door. Like up, there's not really room for that. How's the torch doing? You still have light. From here, all you can see is a sign that says 4 and what looks like rows and rows of bunk beds. Throw a grenade and yell rock. I love that. Okay, so this is gonna be confusing for people. I'm really sorry, but okay, you guys want to go in? Can we not? What I was gonna say is I didn't draw this from another angle, so like that's gonna be confusing. Do you want to go? Okay, let's do a vote. Go in. Turn around. There we go. You can always destroy the supplies later, yeah. You don't really have... I mean, I guess you could just, like, start a fire. Looks like chat wishes to go in. It's a looks like a barracks with like multiple bunk beds and a room or a sign that says 4 on it. Again, empty. Is anyone hiding behind the pillar? No, no one else is in this room. Can we get more wood for the torch? So because of how long it takes to vote, it seems like it's been a long time, but you guys haven't been down here all that long. Look under the beds. There's not. I mean, you can see the shadows of the other beds from under the beds. Pee on the beds, jump on the beds. Where's the king? So far, there's been one route that he could have taken that you weren't. Quick save, not a thing. Are any of the enemies bedwetters? No, as far as you can tell, they're not. Slow save, that's not a thing either. Manual save, you can't do that. Start to hear some, like, shouting from outside. Just sounds like a snare hit. Yeah, it's not my best shot blast. That was a lot. Is there fire? It starts to smell like fire down here. Does it sound like it? I mean, all guns kind of sound the same. Time to leave? I'm going to skip all the pathing that you had to do to get back there if you guys just want to go straight back to the entrance. Let me go ahead and actually do a proper redemption vote. Go ahead and vote what you guys want to do. Let me see if I can, like, down pitch the, Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pause redemptions and start putting these things in. Run. Hide under the beds. Go down the other path and make sure that the king is okay. Take the 4 sign as body armor. Why is it cutting out? Oh, it's cutting out because I don't have a full version of... Run towards the gun sounds. They're just sounding like they're coming from above. Check the beds real fast and then book it. Strap the 4... Okay, 2 people said that, so I'm going to reject split gears 1 because it's the exact same thing again. Heroic charge to save the king. All right, time to get out of here. Support beams are burning. There's no smoke inside the tunnels. Complete all. Create, pull, copy, and paste. It was me, I reworded it. Oh. I understood what you meant. If the audio cuts out, ignore it. It's because I don't have a full version of Fruity Loops. I apologize. Whoa! So yeah, that's it. Cutting out because I don't... Actually, that one might be because of... Yeah, that's because of that. Okay, I can fix that. I'll fix it. It's fine. Whoa. Can we do a frowny face as a free action? Crying and frowny faces are free actions, yes. Whoa. Run is not mutually exclusive with saving the king. Considering it seems to be kind of a maze down here, figuring out which path he took could end up taking a long time, just as an aside. Can we find the king and kill him ourselves? Well, he was just telling you that friendly fire looks the same no matter who does it, so... Run implies run outside, I think. That would be my reading of that. If that meant anything else, especially run cautiously, which is move quickly, but also be aware of your surroundings. You know what I mean? Like those are mutually exclusive things to some degree, but I'll assume that you guys are on the lookout for trouble. Vote. I would say going and looking for the king would end up being mutually exclusive from leaving. All right. Chat seems to be voting for trying to figure out where the king went. So, again, I forgot to draw this from the other angle. So, this is with your back to the entrance, just because I forgot to draw it any other way. Would you like to continue down the one path you haven't gone, I guess? If you're going to go chasing down the king, he would have to be down that path. New path. Okay. Got it. Let's see. Hold up. I gotta find the, there it is. Okay. This leads you to yet another four-way. Need the milk. Thank you for the 3 months of support. Gun sounds still sound like they're coming from above, yes. There's been a couple of explosions, but after the explosions went off, it's been mostly just gunfire since. You have the tanks. I would assume you mean tanks, not danks. Let's do a poll. So it looked like you're currently in between deer tanks, danks. Got it. Keep looking. Left. Right. Straight. Go back to entrance. I forgot to make it multiple choice. I'm very sorry. Metal deer. Did we consider running back and saving the men? That was in consideration. It lost by 1 vote. Like, people are probably already dying right now. Not to be rude, but the go forward crowd will be split 3 ways, but go back will not. I'll take that into account. Don't save Fruity Loops after this. Don't close. I can't save Fruity Loops. I can send you audio files for the sound effects. Okay, I'll do that. Currently, Go Back to the Entrance has more votes than any... I'm going to go with whichever one gets the most votes on this one. So if Go Left, for example, gets more votes than anything, we'll go left. If Go Right gets more votes, then we'll go right. If we get more votes for Go Straight, we'll go straight. If we get Go Back to the Entrance more than anything else, we'll go with that. Vote. The Keep Looking crowd is going to have to decide which direction they want to go. Can I move my vote to go straight instead of left? All right, it looks like we might have to do another poll that's just between go straight or go back to the entrance, because it's like neck and neck. So... Is the fire in slow motion? The fire isn't down here. Sounds like it's coming from above. You guys are not, like, in immediate risk of being on fire. You're just in a tunnel underground while there's a fire raging above you. In a fortress made entirely out of wood. If we find the king hiding, we're going to call him a bitch, right? Of course. Calling the king a bitch is a free action. If you find him cowering somewhere. I may have rigged the votes. People go straight now. They're like, we're gonna find this guy. Can we hear the deer tank shots? Not so much. Please turn the gunshots off. You get the ideas. I'll turn them down a bit. We'll have a few less gunshots. How about just this track of gunshots rather than all of the tracks? Less gunshots. How about that? But full-on battle is raging up ahead, or above you guys. You guys decide to go forward. The path turns left up ahead. Forward or go back to the entrance? Keep going. Someone is standing at the secondary entrance to this place. Is that our evil clone? No. Whoever this is fucking massive. He's just standing there menacingly. He starts coming down. He absolutely sees you. He starts coming down the stairs towards you. I'm going to go ahead and just turn off the gunshots entirely. They're still going on, but chat seems to be bothered by them, so we'll just turn them off. Do we have a gun? You have your sword, and that's about it. Like, he knows where you are, so he's come down the stairs. Wave? Does he have a gun? No. But he does have a giant, like, polearm and, like, a scythe for a tail. When I didn't see you up on the surface, I figured you had to be down here. So you must be Bree. Was it hero of St. Greg's Place? Based on the description alone, the only possible person this could be is the leader of the Black Paw Pirates. Or terrorists, sorry. Black Paw terrorists. One thing he's known for is having a tail-based weapon. I'm going to open up redemptions, but do we not have a gun? No, you've been using your sword this whole time. I'm going to open up redemptions. Seduce. Offer the king up in exchange. Stay defensive. Don't make any risky plays. Don't make the first strike. Pause redemptions. I'm going to go ahead and put it together so that way we can have this happen. Cut the tail. Seduce. Offer the king up in exchange. Play defensive. faint the tail, and then cut it off. Pocket sand. Have you heard of the Rat King and his words of peace? Fall to the floor and cry. Beep beep, the Bree truck is backing the fuck up out of here. I love that. Run right through him. Yell perfect break. No, have you seen the king? Allow multiple choices. You're not going to be able to run through him. He's taking up like a decent chunk of the area in here. Which normally would be like a slight disadvantage, but his tail's giving him a lot of options as far as like attack angles. Getting around him is going to involve having to get past both the pike and his tail. Do we have enough dirt in our pocket to pocket sand him? Didn't account for it, but yes, you have been hoarding dirt for no reason, so I'm gonna assume that you do. Bree is like teenager-ish, young. Chekhov's dirt. That's so dumb. Use blade mode to cut the tail. Vote. All according to plan. So far, Bree has been in one like actual combat scenario, and they were fighting a pirate on top of a bear tank that they had just killed. So Bree has some combat experience, but has not attempted to do the pocket sand maneuver before. But they have been saving all this dirt for just a moment like this, I guess. This is DM's note: never let your players do weird crap, because it'll come back to bite you, and then you'll have to figure out how to audible on the fly. I joke, you should always let them do weird stuff. Alright, let's see where it's at. Using your spare hand, so you've got one hand on your sword and your other hand is free. So with your free hand, while keeping a defensive stance going, you reach into your pocket and start to pull out some pocket dirt. Recognizing the moment of hesitancy, he closes the gap and like decks you really hard in the stomach. Something's broken, but you're still alive. That's not hesitancy. He's fast. He's a, he's a fighter. You come here to my land to take from me again. I will not have this. What exactly are you fighting for anyway? Opened up redemptions again. Pause redemptions. Surrender. We were drafted. Pocket sand. He won't expect it again. Run. We were drafted. We have to fight. Offer cheese. Don't let guard down. Run the fuck back. I don't know. They just kind of took me from home and they told me to kill. Pretend you agree, then handshake and say, "You're not crazy. You're batshit insane," and then stab him, Metal Gear style. For my love, you are currently wearing the scarf that you got from her. Shit yourself. I'm gonna reject that one. My home. I was a beetle farmer. Ask him what he means by again. Seduce, then pocket sand. Small difference there. Standing here, I realized that you were just like me, trying to make history. Again, violence breeds violence. No shitting via in combat. Like that's weird. No, we're not doing that. Vote. Vote. Poop his pants. You can't poop his pants. I'm not allowing you to poop yours. What makes you think that I'm gonna let you poop his? Can I poop the tent? You can't poop the tent. You can't have sex. We're not doing Morbius memes. I'm still seeing votes come in, so I'm taking it a little slow. Vote. It looks like right now, currently winning is we're drafted. We have to fight. Also, as far as attacks go, normally how I do this on the other fight, I'm going to keep with that series. So while this is going on, you're having this conversation, you guys are obviously fighting. Do you guys want to go high, low, or mid? Just going to like get a vibe check from chat. Actually, I should do that as a vote. That's like way too important. Like, you're going to get stabbed if you screw that up. All right. High, low, mid. Sorry about the weird casing. I guess I have caps lock on. Full defense, no attack. Okay, yeah, that also could be an option. Add option, full defense, no attack. There we go. Anyway, while you guys are picking that, you guys are, putting up stances and getting ready to swing at each other. And you say, we were drafted, we have to fight. Your kingdom has drafts people, has slaves, has... Why do you even bother fighting? All right, so it looks like chat wants to go on the full defensive. He pushes in and uses your hesitancy to make a move to disarm you. You start to feel the pain from the previous hit, and a slight slice as he comes at you some more. I was expecting more. If you're going to be a hero, act like one. Get back on your feet and fight me. I'm going to open up redemptions again. I think this would be a good time to cry. Like, half of these are cry. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up as a poll, but like 1, 2, 3 people said cry is their option, and then multiple people already said cry. Do you guys want to just start crying? Crying is a free action. Yeah, I just didn't know if we were at the we're going to start crying point. Yes. He's got you on the ropes and you start crying. And glares down at you. You're crying now? Is this the hero that they've sent to beat me? I let you have me! I put myself on a silver platter, and you're here crying! What are you, a child? Wait. Did they actually send a child to kill me? Your wounds are starting to become a little bit more intense, and you're starting to feel them. We're not doing this. I'm gonna get you out of here. They sent an actual child to murder me. Those cowards will pay for this. Are the last words that you remember before you start to pass out. And that is where we're going to call it for now. Are we dead? No, there's going to be another session next week. Or not next week, but next month. I'm going to check to see if there's art. If there is, I'll look at it. If there's not, we won't. It looks like there are 2 arts, and so we're going to look at them. This first one... This first one's from... Let me go and turn off the sound effects. This first one's from Gala. I'm going to move the chat over to a different window. Which is of Bree playing Perfect Break the only way they know how. It's very good. I love this. And then we got this one from Punstar of you guys declaring perfect break in the trenches yet again. It's very cute. These are very cute. Thank you, guys. Do a quickie refresh just in case I missed them. I love GIFs of this universe because they're so funny. Like the little dancing emote that Punstar made, I think, a while back, right? And then this one are such fucking moods. These are great. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. You didn't make it. God, who made that? God damn it, I should know this. Oh, it wasn't Punstar. I should know this off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. Was it Anna LRK? This does have like old school, like this would be like your like signature on an old forum post. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Was it you, Hatchro? We can actually look this up. Hold up. Bree. Why am I acting like we can't look this up? Here it is. It's done by Atchiro. Atchiro was not memeing. They actually did it. There it is. It looks so much better in like the full version here. March of the Mice should be the last Thursday of every month, and that's when the next one's going to be. Spoilers, I suppose. You're not going to die from this. If I killed you from this, then it would be that would be it, and then it'd be over. Dude, they love this GIF, man. Was there a die option? Of course. There are multiple die options. Glassbrain, thank you for the gift sub. How many times has chat almost died? So there was when you guys were, you guys almost died in one of the first episodes when you're at, being held up by pirates. Then again in the siege, again, when you were doing undercover work, and then again just now. So like four times? You've been like dangerously close to dying? And then obviously in the dream, that one was rigged. The dream segment, I rigged. Like there's certain rules to DMing. Rocks fall and you die and there's no way out. You did die in the dream, but it's a dream, so it's not real. I was like, I'm gonna just be mean as hell. I'm gonna do like everything you're not supposed to do in for DMing, and just not give a shit. Like, you know? So like that one I rigged against y'all. You are like a fresh recruit, and that guy was like a trained fighter. You were not winning that fight. Talking your way out of it was the only way that you were going to survive that fight. I'll be honest with you. Like, you were massively outgunned. Or crying your way out. I mean, yeah, crying works too. But that's it for this week, or this month. We'll do it again next month, where we see what happens to you when you wake up in after being captured by the enemy forces. Amazing session. I hope that you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Brr.